If you're being mistreated by somebody, then consider the words of Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Wise words. So recently I sent a message to two people. I was saying something that I felt needed to be said. I was expecting one of those people to respond with grace, and I was expecting the other person to respond in a negative way. And sure enough, that's what happened. And even though I feel what I communicated was completely reasonable, when I got that negative response from that person, I could feel some tension in my stomach. In the past, I used to put up with a lot of nonsense from people. Why? Because I didn't like conflict, because I didn't think my feelings were valid. Problem is, when we invalidate and don't act on or address our feelings in an appropriate way, that hurts ourselves. Okay? So repressing, suppressing emotions results in stress in the body, and it actually results in symptoms. Okay? So when we repress or suppress our emotions, the brain can produce symptoms, and that can deplete your energy. So consider, how good are you at feeling or dealing with anger or rage, for example? I work with a lot of people and they tell me something that's shocking. They've been treated in a really bad way. And I can feel my shock and some anger kind of for them. And I ask them, where is your anger? And often they're not in touch with their anger. They're so used to suppressing it, they don't feel any response to the injustice they've experienced. I remember one woman, she was being abused verbally by her husband, and he would push her and push her. And when she came to a session, you'd see this little tear. We did a lot of work around her anger, and she got to the point where she was actually able to give her husband an ultimatum. Either he needed to sort his behaviour out, or she was going to leave him. And that's what he did. He recognised that he needed to sort his stuff out. So what are solutions to this? How do we shift from suppressing, repressing our emotions? First thing is to allow ourselves to feel our emotions. And we can do that, or we can get good at that, by first of all learning to connect to our body. So if you can move, you might, shake your body, tap your body, to get in touch with your physical body, because some of us are not really in touch with our physical body. When I feel really wound up by something, I have Bob. A friend of mine stayed with me, and during COVID lockdowns, she bought this dummy and she moved out. I decided to buy it off her. And so this is what I do to discharge some emotions. If you haven't got something like Bob, you can punch pillows. Someone got into a conversation with me saying, you shouldn't punch pillows. Actually, I disagree. It's not okay to punch people, but if we need to punch a pillow to discharge our emotion, then that is completely reasonable. Okay? Second thing is to accept your authentic emotions. There is a difference between your authentic emotions, which come from the body, and our thought-based emotions. That's another topic for another time. Third thing, process your emotions. It's important to make sense of why you're feeling what you're feeling. Okay? And then the fourth step is we need to take action. Okay? It might be to communicate something in the form of a letter or a text or even a conversation if you feel that's going to be useful. With some people, I don't bother having a conversation because I know it's just going to get into very destructive communication, so I just email or text them. So there are a few strategies to think about. Remember, if we suppress or repress our emotions, that is going to deplete our energy. It's going to result in symptoms and stress in the body. So I am going to be doing a live training where I talk about 6 things that can deplete your energy. And I've just talked about one of them briefly. And I'll talk about 6 solutions to help improve your energy. If you'd like to join me live or watch the replay, comment energy below and I'll DM you the link. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. And it starts with you teaching people how to treat you. If you need help in this area, send me a DM. Keep going. You've got this. Wishing you great health. Bye for now.